On this day 25 years ago, Ice Earth released Horror Show, a full concept album based on classic monsters and horror film icons. Matt Barlow's voice on this album is incredible. This album marked the debut of Richard Christy on drums and the only studio appearance of Steve DiGiorgio, who didn't tour with the band but is known for his work in Testament and Megadeth. What made Horror Show unique is it featured more of Matt's writing than usual, since Jon Schaffer typically wrote the majority of Ice Earth's music. My favorite track has always been Dragon's Child from this album. Matt contributed to songs like Ghost of Freedom and Dragon's Child. Matt did appear on Tribute to the Gods in 2002, but Horror Show was the last original album before leaving. Matt told Jon in late 2002 that he wanted to step away from the band, but Jon actually talked him into staying a little longer. But during the early sessions for The Glorious Burden the following year, Jon felt his passion wasn't there anymore. Matt wanted to give back to society, becoming a police officer and spend more time with his family. He cut his famous 7-layer hair, the hair was down to his lower back, and fully committed to a new life. He became a police officer in Delaware, a job he still holds till today. Because Matt was leaving, Jon brought in Tim Ripper Owens in late 2003. Matt had recorded early versions of The Glorious Burning, but Jon felt Matt's heart wasn't in it anymore, so he chose to move forward with Ripper Owens. Tim Ripper Owens' debut in Ice Earth was the Reckoning EP, which came out October 21st of 2003. Tim Ripper Owens originally joined Ice Earth as a favor from Judas Priest, but once Halford returned to Priest, Ripper Owens became Ice Earth's full-time vocalist. He recorded The Glorious Burden and Framing Armageddon Part 1. Ripper left in late 2007, and it wasn't a warm exit, it was abrupt and cold. Ripper Owens has stated in several interviews that he had a bad falling out with Jon Schaffer and will never return as their singer. But at least Ice Earth doesn't try to erase Ripper Owens from their history. Priest acts like Ripper Owens was never in the band. Meanwhile, Matt Barlow returned to music in April of 2007 as a singer for Pyromaze, recording the excellent album of Immortal, which came out in 2008. Later that year, Matt officially returned to Ice Earth and recorded the EP of I Walk Among You, which came out in June of 2008. Matt also sang The Crucible of Man, but the album was written for Ripper in his voice, and not Matt Barlow's, which forced Matt into a vocal style that wasn't natural for him. It created challenges and made the album feel like a mismatch. Matt would leave again in 2011 because he couldn't tour full-time anymore, which clashed with what Ice Earth needed at the time. Stu Block would join shortly after that and remain in the band until the hiatus in 2021, which Stu Block sang on the albums in between Dystopia to Incorruptible. Matt Barlow told Jon Schaffer in the spring of 2011 that he was leaving the band. He would finish up the European dates, and Matt Barlow was out of the band by August of 2011, and shortly after, Stu Block joined. So what did you think of Horror Show? And what did you think of the lineup changes in the history of Ice Earth? Feel free to comment, let me know your thoughts. Thank you for watching. Check out the links in the description on YouTube. Peace.